Okay? I want to show you how to save yourself and make this very, very simple. So in order to do this, I need your participation. I need you to all have a notepad or a phone, unless you're taking an excellent photo of me. Make sure the angle is very flattering or I'll do the same back to you. Okay? Listen, you gotta watch out for your friends. Friends, don't let friends have at-risk kids. Camera. Okay? Here's my first question for you. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want this business to do for you? What do you want for your family? What would you like to earn? What impact would you like to make? These are important questions that most adults pause when I ask them and look confused. What do you want? Write it down real quickly. Even if you think you're too good for this and you don't like my humor yet, you will in a moment. I'm awesome. Okay? Write it down. And if you want to really quickly, but we have to be adults about this, you have 17 seconds to tell your neighbor what each other wants. Go. Marks, get that, go. Tell your neighbor, this is what I want. I'm not believing you. It's not with enough passion and zest and zeal. I'm going for it. All right. Well, this is amazing. Okay? All right, I want to hear from a couple of you. Yell them out. What do you want?
Financial freedom!
Freedom!
I understood nothing, but it sounded amazing. Okay? HTF. Great. I want you to stamp a number on that health, time, and freedom. Next question, there won't be as much passion for it. You might feel a little sting. That's why they call me the velvet hammer. They're like, she's so sweet when she punches you in the face. Okay? What do you want? And I want you to write down right below it, why have you not done it yet?
Yep.
I love you with total love and care. Okay, why have you not done it yet? And I want you to be as honest with yourself as humanly possible. This question changed my life. Why have you not done it yet? Okay, what are some of those things?
Self-doubt.
Self-doubt. Not enough knowledge, not working hard enough. Thinking small.
What other people think of you.
What other people think of you. You're afraid. Now I want you to think for just a minute for me. Go back to question 1 about what you really want. Can you do this for me? And I want you to now make a list of all of the people it will help when you do that. Can you go ahead and write down your top 5? The top 5 people it's going to help when you make that come to fruition. Everybody have a couple at least? Now, do any of those things in question 2 seem worthy of hurting those people you just wrote down? Should fear keep you from providing for your children? Should self-doubt stop you from saving someone who needs this wearable wellness, who breaks their legs in a freak accident? Everyone always asks me, like, how in the heck did that happen? I'm like, if I could recall, I wouldn't have been passed out afterwards. I'm not sure what happened. It was whole 9. I'm sure it was winning prior. I want you to really think about this. Anything you wrote down about why you haven't done it yet, is it worth more than the people's names you wrote down? No. The problem in this industry is the majority of people are worried so much about themselves, they forget why they even got started. And if you could take this one thought and think up a little bit, and think about this one question, who loses if I don't win? You might just change your whole life. Because I did. I was no longer afraid to stand in front of people. right? Now I still shake a little bit, I still get a little nervous, I still stutter once in a while. Rarely, I've gotten very good. Okay? But once in a while I do. I still get nervous because I don't take this about me, I take this about God just gave me 1,000, 2,000 lives. Do well with it. And I want you to understand that if you can think clearly every single day about who loses if you don't go get this, you will stop letting all of those things hold you back that have held you back for so long. I want you to write down next to the things that are holding you back right now, I want you to write down how long they have been a part of your life. There it was again, but I said it with a smile. See, you're starting to warm up to me over there, aren't you? Yes. I love this. I love what I do. I love changing lives. I help bury people's excuses. Guess what? Your weaknesses, they're dying today. I'm done with them. I don't want them around. Today, your job is to listen to what I'm teaching and all of the amazing people who are teaching, who've been working with you this whole day, this whole weekend, this whole time. Your company's been building for so long to give you a massive opportunity. What are you going to do with it? Be afraid? Be worried about what other people think? Listen, people tried to hate me on the internet. It all came around, right? Because even if the haters watch me, they still give me more views. Thank you, it helps. Watch it again on replay. Write anything you want. Improves my algorithm. I don't mind at all. Some things they write are correct and they give me great feedback for me to improve. Right? Some things sting a little bit. Right? How many of you guys know I've probably gotten to be out there in front as a young female single woman? What do you think they say? How did she make it to the top? I'm like, I'd be much thinner if that were the case. Let's get real. But I do a French fry and a good hustle. So, okay? Good try. But those things, right? Because guess what? My kids are now 15, 14, and 14, and they read all the comments. That's great. My kids are the greatest at taking feedback from anyone in the world. They'll go, hey mom, you should see what Jessie from Oklahoma said. I said, great, you want to read it back? She goes, hold on, let me finish responding to all the good things first. You want to change someone's life, give them an example to follow. Right now, those names that you wrote down about who loses if you don't win are the most important in your life. They're going to get you off of the things that have held you back most of your life, and they're going to tell you the truth. You can. You will. Let's go. So I'm going to give you these 3 ways to help you accelerate your business really, really quickly and make this industry as simple as possible. Because how many of you guys know, as humans, we take what's really simple and we make it real difficult. I saw these ladies in the back before we started because I was interested in learning. I was totally eavesdropping on your conversation. I'm not even sorry. And they
I'm not even sorry.
were asking about, okay, do you stick the thing here, or is it here, or what to do here? And she was like, I can't get started until I know exactly how to do this. I'm just stick it and let's roll. This is my first day involved. How am I doing? Do I get it? I'm like, stick it, share it, make money. What is difficult? But we made it so difficult, don't we? Who am I going to talk to? I've run out of my list. I've rewritten it and organized it in 14 shades with highlighters, and I know what the kids are doing, and oh my word, you made it so difficult. These 3 steps made things very simple for me in a very confused world. See, I was in the middle of divorce. Oh, I almost ate it. That would have been so bad. I was doing the grapevine on purpose. I really do. I was hoping, this was my goal in my journal, was that I would be back in my Jimmy Choos to talk with you today. But I put them on this morning and the ankles still aren't quite ready. So, flip-flops it is. It's fine. I feel like I fit right in Orlando. Okay? almost fall down. That would have been epic. Who has a camera on? Good. Good. That'll get more views. They like it when you hurt yourself. I have so much engagement with 2 broken legs. I'm like, you big jerks, you've been seeing my incredible content for 14 years and you click like on 2 broken legs? But thank you. It all helps. All right, who's ready? You guys are hanging on like this. Will you give me the 3 things? Give me the 3 things. Only if you first commit to getting rid of those silly things that you have tried to explain away that keep you from winning. It is not self-esteem that keeps you from winning. It's you choosing lack of self-esteem. It is not fear that keeps you from winning. You're not afraid to talk to people. If you had to pee, you would ask someone where the restroom is. You're not afraid to talk to people. Okay? You have a product that works, that you're afraid of sharing it with people. Next time, go up to someone and go, oh, no, I'd rather you not live longer. You can live, I'm afraid of you, so you can die. I don't understand what people are afraid of. But I will tell you this, if you listen to what I teach today, you'll win. Everyone told me I couldn't because I was single. They told me I couldn't because I wasn't a supermodel. They told me I couldn't because I was a single mom and I would be a horrible parent if I chose business over my children. They gave me every reason in the book. And you know what I said? Show me your proof. Because these books over here say anyone can do it. If I think it, I can do it. Disney said, dream it, do it, it works. I'm like, I got a dream. Do you have a dream? And they're like, I don't really have a dream. And I go, I guess you weren't supposed to build one. I do. And I'm going to go build it. Here we are, 14 years later, and I have to say, I love my life more than anything I can imagine. I have 3 killer, entrepreneurial, amazing kids. My daughter just finished her freshman year last year, #1 in the entire school. Is a star volleyball player getting recruited. My son will play for the NBA. He's unbelievable, but the cool thing is all of the famous people who trained Michael Jordan and all of these people became my friends because I lived in the big world, and I went ahead and got him the best trainers in the world. My other daughter is a creative, just made the volleyball team. It's like a real fun house. We just purchased $5 million in real estate, and whenever I want. And you know what the best part of this week was? We helped 50 other single moms pay for their high school registration for their kids and all their meals. In all of the locations across Africa that I am connected to, we have built orphanages, we have packed food, I have taught my kids, you can't help others unless you're super, super rich.
That's right.
Okay? I'm not even super, super, super rich yet. I'm excited for the next super. We have more people to help, and what I learned was my broke spirit, my broke gut, my broke heart couldn't ever help anyone. And I had to learn how to build myself, and this industry will change your life if you let it. That's what I want for you. Step number 1, you need to understand that this is very simple. First, we must become a product of our product. You are in the health industry, correct? Is it important to be working on your health?
Of course.
Okay? Is it important to see transformation every 30 days?
Yes.
Okay, now I've had people, I overheard someone going, yeah, but I just don't feel like I'm the right size in order to share health. How many of you guys go, some of you are like, no, we've heard that before, right? Some people wonder, oh, I need to be this, I need to be this, I need to be this. I'm like, listen, we love doing things together. I don't go to the restroom by myself. Why would I do anything else by myself? Let's get fit together. Stick it, let's roll. I don't know if you stick one here, sorry. My personality not really appropriate on stage. differences and any of these things. But understand, you must be a product of your product. You must see change in yourself for this specific need every 30 days. And when you create challenges or goals or things like this around what you are trying to do, sleep better, better health, right? More longevity, more zest for life. Who wants to sleep better for the next 30 days with me? Careful with that. And how many else of that statement? Okay? But you know what I have to say? I have to be a little, I'm sorry, I'm a little inappropriate. I gotta make life fun. But, I mean, really, I did a 30-day walking challenge because I wanted to force myself to get out of the wheelchair. I didn't like what it did to me, right? You have a pandemic and a wheelchair, it's like, oh, right? My favorite thing to do was run. I couldn't run. Running was my therapy, right? It's much cheaper, too. And so I would run and I could do it. So I started doing these 30-day challenges. You guys, I'm not even in a health industry field, and I recruited over 1,000 people to walk with me for 30 days. If you guys say you don't know anyone, change yourself every 30 days that aligns with your product and bring people with you. What's your goal this next 30 days? Great. Or you could do a 60-day or a 90-day. I'm not here to give you rules. There are no rules in life. But decide the movement you are going to create and be anything but quiet about it. You need to be sharing it on social media. And if you don't do social media yet, you don't really want to build this business.
It's true.
And the cool thing is, I actually heard a group back here in the back. They were a little bit wiser in age, more seasoned.
More seasoned.
And they said, well, we're going to let those young kids do all the social media. I'm going to keep doing it how I'm doing it. I'm speaking to you specifically that you will be the most famous people on the internet because you are of an older generation, you have wisdom, and there aren't very many people doing it, so don't throw away this cash or this impact. Okay, do you know how many people over 40 are scared about the longevity of their life, their health, and they're all on the internet and they need you? Much more than your tiny groups of friends or your little groups of churches or your little community places. There's billions of people on the internet who need to interact with you. So I'm going to tell you, in as many ways as possible, please get on the internet. Get one format, right? I've got Fit Nana that I helped build your brand this last week. Fit Nana is so sassy. She's building a health product out in the world, right? I'm like, I'm gonna make you famous on TikTok. She was like, what? She's like, you're not even on TikTok. I'm like, but now you are. I just opened up your account. Now listen to this. And I said, now listen to this. Now the only reason I don't really build TikTok is because I don't allow my kids to have it yet. So when my kids can have it, I'll build that one too. I just have a rule in my house that we do these things together. Okay? But here's the deal, you should be on TikTok, okay? Put Fit Nana on TikTok, and she's talking to me, and I go, tell me why you want it to be healthy. And she said, well, and she's over 80, she said, well, as I was growing up, I didn't want to be fat. And so I did the things that didn't make me fat. And I go, that's hilarious. I said, can you say that with a little more sass? Record it again, put it out there on the internet. Let's watch 100,000 views come in, right? I'm just telling you, a little bit of sass, a little bit of class, however you want your brand. I'm not saying you need to make fun of things or be something you're not. I'm saying, however, all that you are is what is required. To be a product of your product, you can't have a life-saving tool and not talk about it. Okay, that's incongruent with who we are as humans. And so if you have a life-saving product, I need you to live it. A product of your product, step number one. Your health should transition and you should have things to talk about with people every 30 days. Step number two. Once you're a product of your product, you share the product. It's rocket science up here. Can you believe they pay me this much to teach you this? But at least you're entertained while we're doing it, right? How many of you have taken an excuse or two away from you so far? I buried a little bit of your old spirit. Only 4 of you? Have I affected any of you yet? I see you're all filming. Hello, I see all your phones up. I'm hilarious. Show your whole team. Now after this, you have to do a live video too. I'm not going to do all the work for you. Okay? Step number 2, share the product. This is all we do. We're a product of our product and we share the product. I want you to write down the 5 best ways that you can share your product right now. Okay? 2 of your pieces of paper, 5 best ways. Might be social media, could be one, and all the different ways on social media all counts as just one way. Facebook, Instagram, all those are not separate ones, that's social media. Okay, maybe it's one-on-ones, maybe it's community events, maybe it's fundraisers, maybe it's farmers markets. What are some of your other ideas? Throw them out, let's be a community.
Vendor.
At the gym.
Random people you meet.
Farmers market.
You meet. Somebody you meet in the elevator. I was like, oh, I've not heard of it yet.
A radio show.
That's right, events that you love, and share it. Where else?
Medical conferences.
Practitioners.
Vendor.
Look, oh my word, you guys even know how to build your dream. You didn't even need me, but how many of you understand, again, that you wanted to do this, but you haven't done it yet? You guys are 100% capable of this. Be a product of your product and share your product. Now, I got crazy until I got good. I told everyone, I went everywhere. I worked in 3 places, on foot, online, and through referrals. These are the 3 critical points that you need. Okay? What you do on foot will multiply online. I am not a human who teaches this or that. I am an and person. Can you imagine? I'm a little bit extra. Okay? On foot and online, and I ask everyone for referrals. How many of you guys have a little bit of a hard time with referrals? You feel like asking that? Again, are you okay letting people die? I only want to save some.
She's so funny.
We want to save as many as we can, as fast as we can, because the world will take the rest. Okay? Be a product of our product, share the product. You should be unignorable. You should be working on your personal movement. I am unignorable. This was not normal. My very first video was someone interviewing me, and when they asked me what I did for a living, I was so nervous I forgot what I did. And I go, oh my, please don't put that out there. It will totally de-edify me. Please take it down. You know what she said? She was Russian, very direct. She said, no, your story, your life, and your skills should be shared everywhere. And if you want this to disappear, I should hit post, do more videos, and bury it. That was the day I started doing live video. Because I didn't want it out there. And every year it comes up in her feed, guess what she does? She clicks like so it goes to the top of the feed again. She's like, we're not doing enough live video, Danelle. I want you to understand, I want you to wake up every single day and say, I have a life-saving tool. It is my responsibility to share it today. Every heart, every mind, every life, who might need it. Now, some will, some won't, that's okay.
So what?
But we don't go down without saying we did our part. And pretty soon you'll start finding more people that believe it. You'll see people who have seen you being a product of your product and transforming and changing your health, and they'll be like, what is that thing that you're doing? Right? Where do I need to be? What do I need to do? And you go, stick it and let's roll. Okay? This is what's happening. And the third step is this. Okay? Now, if this becomes a very important part of your training, stick it and let's roll. That's not a brand. I will help you do something much better than that. I'm just making you laugh. Okay? Third part is this. Okay? We're a product of our product. We share the product. And we teach other people how to share the product. We help. We help other people build it. We get more excited about their dreams than our own. When I built my first team, I took note cards and I wrote down every single one of their dreams. And mine was on a note card on my wall, and I put all theirs on top of it. when I said, when I help Sally, when I help Michael, when I help Jessica, when I help Susie, I'll be pretty close. Who loses if we don't win? This is very simple. We're a product of our product. We change every 30 days. We share the product, and we help other people share the product. Now, can you do step 3 if you don't do 1 and 2? No. So we have to go first. We are leaders. Now, I told you today I wanted to bury your excuses. I wanted to bury your explanations. We are humans who like to explain a lot of things, right? But how many of you guys have heard any excuses from anyone who you've helped with business? Just me? Okay? We are meaning-making machines. I want to show you how to teach them to overcome their fears in 30 seconds or less. Does that work? Now I'm going to need some volunteers. Oh, right here. You've been filming the whole time. Come on up. I liked you. Watch that angle. It's a little dangerous for me. Come on up here. Come on. Oh, wait. Use the stairs. Let's not break anything. I just got these back to working. Okay, I need a couple more. Where's the strongest human in the room? Give me the muscle. Yeah, I believe it. Come here. Bring that basketball too. My son will want to see that. Come here. Come here. Yeah, bring that basketball. That's right. Come here. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Now, who wants it more than anyone? Who wants to build the biggest? Oh, I believe you. Come here. See that? See that? I'm afraid of you. Come here.
I'm afraid of you.
This is so great. Thank you. Okay, ready for everybody? Yes. I'm just going there. Okay, and?
My name is Brandon from Bismarck, North Dakota.
Yes.
Eddie Miller, originally from Detroit, Michigan, and I got Pocatello, Idaho, my first home.
That's all. Congratulations. All right. I'm going to need you guys to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you God. Is that good? Okay, good. All right. I want you to now watch this. This is just muscle testing. It's very simple, but I'm going to show you how to help someone believe in something very, very quickly. You ready?
Yep.
All right. So first of all, let's see if you'll tell me the truth. What do you love more than anything in the world? Ladybugs? No, not your spouse? Or your... I get the ladybugs. Okay, ladybugs.
Wow.
Ladybugs. Okay, put your fingers just like this. Just like that. And I want you to not let me break through your fingers while you say, I love ladybugs. Yes, she in fact does love ladybugs. Okay, now let's just check it. You can't lie to your brain, okay? I want you to say, I will try to love ladybugs. Squeeze really hard. Can't lie. Now, I love ladybugs. Sure. Isn't this interesting? Okay. What do you love the most? Yes. Okay, good. Okay, what do you love? Okay, I love my family. You have to say it with me, but you're right. I will try to love my family.
That's bullshit. Trying is for
I
babies.
love more than anything in the world. Yes, you will. I will try to love Jesus. Okay, now we know the truth tellers. Now, I want you to think about your next big goal with life with. Okay? What's your next financial goal with life with? Yes.
I said it last night, $30,000.
So I want you to say, I will make $30,000 with life with. Squeeze. Wait. What's yours?
To go senior presidential director in the next 15 days.
I will go senior presidential. Okay, what's your next financial goal?
To bless others to be better than me.
Okay, good. Now, I believe you'll do that, though. Okay, good. Now give me something bigger that you're afraid of. What's your big goal?
Oh,
Like, what's your big goal? Like, all this is your team? There you go. I will be #1 in my city. Now, we're going to change this. Because I believe you actually can. This is what happens every single day. Immediately when you say your goal, you start thinking of, but I haven't yet. I've done this 17 times and I've lost. I don't know enough people. They're not listening to me. I haven't earned enough. How many of you guys, that all goes through your head when you write that down? You like leave a LifeWave conference and you're like, I'm amazing! I love your walls! And then somebody tells you no and you're like, I stand corrected. I'm terrible. Here's what I want all of you to start saying underneath your breath to yourself. I want you to start right now speaking all of the things you love about LifeWave, specific examples that it has done for people that you have worked with. What do you believe in? You are here talking through all of those things. Start saying them out loud just to yourself. Just talk to yourself. It feels a little weird, but I need you to put some truth up in your body. Okay? I will be the number one in my city.
Wow.
Yeah, you will. You love it, Shorty? Can we get this photo?
They don't know what short is. Give me a break. She ain't short. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Ready? Keep saying it, because that was the strike, so tell me, say some more. Tell me all the things you love about LifeWave.
Oh, I love all the people's help. It's helped my family, my sleep, my dad's legs, my mom's Parkinson's. I love that all my team is just on fire helping people be well, stay well, and get well. I love the financial freedom. I love the fact that we literally went presidential break for the first 28 days. Tell me about your
All the things I love about LifeWave is that I get to sleep at night. I no longer have any sleep issues. I do not have a nightmare from when I was 6 years old. I have had a foot injury and I do not walk funny anymore. And I can Parker style run on a curb. And I've already done all the curves.
Let me see these 30,000. Let's do it. I will. Ladies, you guys can go sit. I love y'all. Oh, yeah. Oh, careful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here's what I want you to understand. What you have believed forever can be removed in 30 seconds. What you have been stuck on forever for 30 seconds. What you have just practiced saying over and over so you won't win is hurting all of those people you said you would do this for. Who loses if you don't win? If you can get people practicing, being a product of their product, focusing on sharing, focusing on teaching other people, focusing on the things they love, what they're doing, and in the right direction, you will never again have trouble winning. How far, how fast, how high, how healed, completely up to you. Thank you guys for having me today.